Hello everyone, it's Dean here from Our Gaming, and today we're going to be carrying on with the Ravnica Allegiance drafts. We've had mixed results so far. We've kind of overperformed on one, underperformed on another. Couple of instances of mana screw, even though we're playing kind of 40 cards, 17 lands. We're doing all the right things, but hopefully we get better luck this time. So let's jump straight in. Okay, and so I really like playing black, white, blue, so Esper control in this format. And this for me, this is the kind of card that I love playing in standard as well. So Field Absolution, creatures that we control get +1/+1, creatures that our opponents control get -1/-1, and we can exile cards from opponent's graveyard and create spirit tokens. So this is a snap take for me. Of interest, Sphinx's Insight, drawing cards is always good. Final Payment is nice. It's a strong removal spell. And Gates Ablaze if you do want to try and make that Gates deck work. But for me, it's the Ethereal Absolution. I remember when I did the pre-release with this, I won it purely by opening this card. There was also a mirror, which was interesting. Somebody else had one. Okay, so Basilica Bellhaunt. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and you gain 3 life. That is nice. Law Mage's Binding is nice. Final Payment is nice. But for me here, I think what we learned from the last draft is that we need to make sure we have these early creatures. And so we're going to be picking up a Blade Juggler. Now, it is 5 mana, but it can come in for 3 mana if we've already dealt damage to our opponent this turn. So, I think that's excellent to grab. The Bellhaunt is nice though, but I'd have as many of these in my deck as I could, in all honesty. So we're going to grab that here. The rest of this is quite disappointing. What do we have here? The target player discards a card. Guildmage deals 1 to opponent. I mean, we could be going into. So realistically, we could be going Rakdos, so black, red, splashing white. That's perfectly fine to do. So we don't want this blue card. So let's grab the Court Guildmage. Okay, so that could be the direction we go, because there is a Skew of the Critics, another very nice removal spell. I am cautious that there's some decent mana passing us by as well. High Alert isn't the kind of card I want to be playing. The Recluse attacks each combat if able to, but it is a big boy. I think I'm going to grab a Grasping Thrall. If we are playing white, it is nice to have. Here, the Plague Rite is fine, but I think we need to start looking after our mana. So we'll go for the Guild Gate. And if we are in Rakdos, I think just taking all of the kind of dual coloured cards, really getting in there, getting some damage done. Not a big fan of the Spike Wheel Acrobat. Yes, it can come down on turn 3, and 5 power is fantastic, but 2 toughness is absolutely nothing. So I'm going to go for Carnival Carnage. It can be a nice little finisher. It can also hit our opponent, get them discarding cards. We don't want our opponent to be playing Magic, essentially. Again, another Spill Winner. The Imp is fine, but I think taking the removal as well is where we really want to be looking. I'm not a big fan of any of these cards. We take the Crocodile, but we won't play it. Spear Skewer is nice in terms of activating our Spectacle, but it's not major game. Cavalcade of Calamity. Now this is sort of the antithesis of what we were doing, because if we have this, we won't have any 1/1s. We'll just have 2/2s. So yeah, it's a complete opposite of what we want. So we're going to take this Death Touch creature. Not amazing, but you know, it does a job. Goblin Gathering. Now Goblin Gathering will allow us to get those 1/1s. But I think we go for the Wrecker. It's fine. Gives us a 4-drop. Portal. Okay, clear the mind. So we've got the making of a relatively strong deck. Now we're not splashing blue, so we don't need to deal with that. Another Carnival Carnage? Maybe, but I think attacking creatures is going to be better. So there is a Guild Gate here, which would be nice for us. It would be really nice, but I think a second Skewer takes the priority. So, although here the Acrobat is nice, we can give it Death Touch, we can attack him for quite... I don't know, actually. Do I... Wrath the Demon. Actually, I think we do need to take the Acrobat. But from now, we start prioritising mana, very much so. Oh, the Reveler's nice. So we pay a little bit extra for its Spectacle cost. When it enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. And if its Spectacle cost was paid, we can discard our hand and draw 3 instead. So that might be nice, especially in the late game. Okay. So this isn't really what we mean by looking at Guild Gates. Deals 4 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Then deals 2 damage to each other creature opponent controls if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Okay. I think that's expensive though, isn't it? It is expensive. Let's just stick with a good 4-drop. Another Grasping Thrall. Okay. Yeah, so none of these. Maybe we take that for the sideboard. Okay. So any other set we would be taking Light Up the Stage, but for us here we need to be looking at these Guild Gates. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. We've come against it in our last sort of 3 games, so we might as well play our opponent at their own game. Happy to take another Carnival here as well. Let's go for the Roustabout. It's not exceptional, but okay. That's probably a card we will cut. Happy to take the Imp just to kind of smooth out our curve. Okay. Wow, these Calamities are just all coming around. So we're at 23 cards, and this is a relatively strong deck, and we still have another pack to go through. Okay, so we get a rare which... So Tithe Taker. During your turn, spells your opponent cost 1 more to cast, and abilities cost 1 more, and it has Afterlife of 1. So what that's saying is it's fine. But we're not base white, so we can't really play it out all the time. So here we're going to take another Juggler. Like we said, we'll take as many of these as we can. Yeah, this isn't too good. Realistically, we're not going to be playing the Vampire. We're not going to be splashing green, and we're not going to be playing either of these. So it's either the Grudian, or we take the Gems. And I think we take the Gems. It's fine to rare draft sometimes. Okay. So what's his Vampire? Whenever another creature you control dies, deal 1 damage to your opponent, and you gain a life. Now I'm going to take the Plague Rite because lots of the time our opponents are afraid to block it on turn 3, and because of that, that'll help us activate our Blade Jugglers. Okay, so we could have a big flyer. Would that help us? I think it... Or just a Summary Judgment. Let's take a Summary Judgment. Something a little bit cheaper. Another Final Death is good for me. This deck's really coming together. Sacrifice Synergies. We're not really in the right deck for that. Another Thrall though. Okay. Yeah, the deck's getting there, I would say. I'd like another Guild Gate, and I'll be happy. Another Guild Gate, and I'm happy. Brilliant. Okay, look at this. And now the mana is really getting there. Acrobat, fine. We'll take 1, but we're not going to play you. Another Grudian. Actually, let's take the Imp. Consign to the Pit is fine. A little bit slow in this deck, though. Okay. So, this is looking like it's getting there. We might just have a little bit too much white, though, could be the problem. So what are we at? Oh, to be fair, we're at 43 cards, which, you know, I thought we'd be at a lot more. So we've got a fantastic distribution of mana. What do we cut? I think we can cut one Carnival. And we're at 17 creatures, so I'm happy to cut the... I mean, if we're being honest, neither of these are too good one-drops, are they? But do we want one just to make sure we can try and activate some of our Spectacle? Actually, what Spectacle have we got? Acrobat, Rick Smarty Reveler, Blade Juggler. Blade Juggler is going to be the most important one. How much does this pump for? I mean, we know the First in Shade's not very good, don't we? So we can get rid of that. And if I'm getting rid of one more creature, I think it's going to be this. Yeah, it's going to be the Spear Spewer. Well, then again, the Wreck is not too good, is it? Okay, let's keep it like this, and I'm going to be optimistic this time. I reckon we're going to go for 5-3. So we've had a 5-3 this morning. We've had a 0-3, which we're not going to talk about. And yeah, I think this is where we want to be. Okay, thank you very much for joining us for the drafting portion. We're going to jump into the games, but make sure to give us a follow if you've not been here before. We do try to draft most days. And you can also find us at YouTube at Our Gaming, where we upload most of our drafts. And also we are streaming to Mixer as well, just to see how things are going over there. Yeah, this isn't exciting, is it? What do we do here, though? I think it is a mulligan. We haven't got a turn 2. We technically haven't got a turn 3. Yeah, I think it's got to be a mulligan. Okay. We'll pop one of the Grasping Foals out. And start off with our 1-drop. Beautiful. So it'd be great to pick up a... I was going to say it'd be great to pick up a black card here, but we weren't lucky enough. We can pass the turn. So Oppo's playing Rakdos as well. So, okay. Okay, so we go black. And pass the turn. Remember, we don't want to be activating their Spectacle, so we want to kind of hold things back a little bit. Of course, we're more than happy to trade these off. This is interesting. Okay. So they might have a Juggler. Okay. So after this turn, we will be sacrificing the Spewer with the final payment. But we do need to get a greater... That seems harsh. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. So we're going to be taking 4 this turn, which is okay. Banshee Vandal is good at what it does, especially if... Oh, they're the second one, okay. So yeah, no blocks. Now, can we come back from this? Trumpeter. My turn. So the Roustabout is just going to trade, isn't it, realistically? But I think we do need to start getting creatures down. Okay, let's pass. It's not the start we wanted. Very slow, poor mana. Ill-gotten inheritance. So, okay. Is Oppo going to do anything with that? They didn't. So I think I'm fine just trading these off. Okay. My turn. That's interesting. But I can't play it out though, right? Because... yeah. I can't play that out because these cards are too good. They're the cards that are going to actually help me. So I think I pass. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Nice. Yeah, so... Could have held that up, but I think I need to be doing something. Okay. Okay. Whoa, calm down. Calm down. So we need to act quickly. The Molly Reveler will help us. But I think we're still too slow. Remember, Oppo can just start sacrificing these potentially next turn. Dealing us 4, gaining them 4. Okay, so we need to go for it, don't we? We need to see if Oppo is willing to trade. Beautiful. Okay. C'est la vie. Wow. Well. It looks like it's open drafting season on these commons. Nice. We're going to let Oppo scry. We're too far behind now. We're getting the GGs. So essentially next turn, Oppo deals 3 damage to me and then sacrifices one of them and wins. So not the best start we wanted at all, but you know we can start to build back from it. Let's have a look. Cool. So we kind of anticipated a 5-3 win with this deck, but if you are getting those 3 losses, you do need to pick them up, I guess. Ah, Bobs. This could be nice. This could be nice. Let's keep. I mean, we've got everything we want, right? Scare the Critics was good in this set, I remember. It just can be a little bit slow sometimes, especially with it not being... Oppo, what have you got? Okay, maybe they just paused for no reason. Not sure. Happy to pass here. My turn. Okay, we'll see if Oppo wants to. We'll see if Oppo wants to trade. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you would, Oppo. There you go. Have that trade. So they have a second one. I think I need to just skewer it. We know how these can get out of hand, essentially. And I didn't really have anything else to do as well. Keeps Oppo on the back foot. Growth Spiral. I think Growth Spiral is a really poor card. Not in standard, obviously. It's a bit of a powerhouse, especially in the Uro decks. Okay. If I pick up a land here, I might actually just kill this and then attack him, just so I can play the Blade Juggler. But we will see. We'll see. Okay, so here I target opponent. Play out the Blade Juggler. Draw that card. Beautiful. That's what we want to be seeing. Okay, so Oppo gets their third mana. What are they going to do with it? Homunculus is nice. So final death open here. What do we think? What do we think? Let's just attack it with a Blade Juggler and then just kind of see what happens. I think that might be... I think that might be the way forward. I mean, if we do get rid of the Homunculus, that's fine. If we trade with these, equally fine. Okay. So we get the Grasping Foal down. And next turn we really start to kind of hammer home on our opponent. Remember, they have to pay 4 to adapt this. So if they do attack in, could waste their whole turn. We're not going to. No blocks. Has Oppo got a follow-up? Another Homunculus would be excellent. Now that's interesting. I think we attack in with both, keeping up our final payments instant removal. And the race is on. Has Oppo got something here though? In which case, do they have a? They could have a counter spell. They could have a counter spell. Let's see if they do. They do. Wow! 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 Frilled Mystic, really? Okay. Okay. But the thing to think about there is they would have always have had Frilled Mystic in their hand, right? So you either lose it there or you lose it somewhere else. Oppo goes in 4-3. This is interesting. Discard a card and then draw a card. I think I'm going to do this now, actually. Okay. That's fine. Then let's do that. Let's attack in. Let's attack him with this one. Oppo's got something. What do you have, Oppo? What do you have? Nothing. In which case, I'm going to play the Imp. Try and gain some life. Is Oppo Quench? Really? You play... Ah. Oppo's beating me with these awful cards because I don't expect them to have them. I mean, this obviously isn't awful, but Quench, Growth Spiral. Oh, it's doing the job, isn't it? You can't fault Oppo for that. So they can either give this flying and go in for, yeah. I mean, that's what I would probably do. Yeah, so they hit me for 6. They don't hit me for 6. Okay. Okay. Let's go in for the Grasping From. So Oppo does need to deal with this. How are they going to do that? And I think I can play this out. I think I'm just going to keep a few things open. Oppo's reading this. It doesn't really help me. I mean, it doesn't... What are you doing, Oppo? Target creature you control fights a creature you don't control. Okay. So, in that case then, I'm going to deal the damage to them. And then I'm going to sacrifice... I want to kill this, I think, because this is just going to keep flying in, isn't it? And I'm going to sacrifice this. And that becomes obsolete. So let's see what Oppo does here, because... So they play out a land. They've only got 2 cards. Now I wonder what these 2 cards are. Oppo's going in with the Homunculus. Wow. So they must have another sort of flyer. Or maybe another one of these. Perhaps. Yeah, we know. We know. Ah, that's a shame about that. Now, we can attack it with both. And then force a block on the... Or do we just do this now? Pay 5 life. I mean, this is going down to the wire, isn't it? It really is. Oppo has something. I mean, what do they have realistically? They could have a pump for this, I guess. They could have Stony Strength. Stony Strength would be really good for them. Yeah, they've got Stony Strength. Cast it on their Homunculus. Give it +1 plus... What? What is this card? That creature's controller creates a 3/3 frog instead. Okay. Oh. Oh. And we pick up the loss. Pick up the first loss. Second loss. Second loss? Nothing we can do about that. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. Okay. I feel this is the second loss. Or is it just a really long game? 2 losses. Maybe we shouldn't have been so... yeah, maybe we should have been a little bit more conservative. But what can you do? I mean, we did pick up a 7-2 the other day by taking our first 2 losses. I think it put us into that lower rank of difficulty. And then we had to fight our way back up. But that's perfectly fine. This is very slow. Very, very slow. I think we need to mulligan. Okay, much better. Much better. We can get rid of the... I'm going to get rid of the Spear Skewer. It's probably not the right card to have in the deck at all, in all honesty. So... Okay, that's nice. So we get Acrobat turn 3. Would obviously have been better if Oppo didn't have anything, but we do have a blocker for this. Oppo gets to scry, set up their next few draw steps. So Scry 2, they get to look at the top 2 cards. One goes on the bottom, one goes on the top. Gateway Plaza would have been nice, but I think... Or do we take a turn off to do that? Interesting. I think with the amount of lands we have in this deck, we just keep kind of plodding on. So if the lands come, got turn 4, turn 5 and turn 6. Probably not going to though, are they? Is Oppo going to go in here? No. So we do stem the damage a little bit. Here I think we go and try and get the Blade Juggler down, if at all possible. Is Oppo going to block? No. Sensational. So we go for the Blade Juggler. Ah, oh, Oppo's got the counter spell. And then we can't even play the land out. That's disappointing. So that puts us a turn behind because we tried to ramp a little bit quicker. Okay. Oppo gets him for 2. I need to play this out, don't I? Pass the turn. So getting the Ill-Gotten Inheritance down would be nice. Oppo seems to be strapped for mana unless they're playing its second main. Which they... No, they're not. So this wall... Okay. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Is Oppo going to play the deck where they mill us out by keep exiling this and bringing it back? Have they got the tools for that deck? I hope not. Okay, so that's nice. We can't. Oh, we can play both of these. So we can go for this. We're going to play it for its spectacle cost. And then we're actually going to play the critics for its spectacle cost. Just so we've got something to block. And suddenly we find ourselves a little bit back in this game. Of course, if we get another mana next turn, we are set. Pass and my turn. Ah, we weren't lucky enough there. But let's play out the Grasping Thrall. And pass the turn. Okay, so we've got ground blockers, we've got air blockers. We just need that one more mana, which will really start to set us apart from the rest of the field. Chillbringer on the Grasping Thrall. Perfectly fine. Good move. Oppo gets him for 2. Beautiful. Let's drop it. The Savant dies. All is well. And we can go in with the Acrobat. Nice. So remember, although this does create a creature when it dies, it will die straight away from this -1/-1. And we can start exiling creatures from Oppo's graveyard in order to generate 2/2 flyers for us. Beautiful. Okay, this now becomes a 4/4 defender. That's fine. Do we gain life from this as well? We don't gain life. So this is interesting. I feel that Oppo has something up. Have they got another Quench, for example? So they've got something. They have got a counter spell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yeah, they had something. That's fine. And so, do I create a flyer? Let's end the turn, because maybe Oppo will forget about the second ability. And I think they have. I think they have forgotten the ability. Let's see. So we create the flyer. We block here. And now as Oppo got a trick. They don't have a trick. It looks like they forgot. So they create a token, but it dies straight away. And now Oppo is in trouble. Chillbringer. Beautiful, look at that. Guild Mage. We will go in with the Plague Rite. Nice, we get rid of the wall. And I think we can play out the Grasping Thrall here. Deal that 2 damage, gain 2 life. Nice. And we can even ping creature or planeswalker and deal 1 damage to permanent controller. I don't think we need to do that. So it looks like we're bringing in the bacon here. It looks like we've got the win. Oppo's kind of decommissioned these 2 creatures though, which is, yeah, Oppo scoops. If we can get this card out, it's just really powerful. It's exceptional. And we've tried to build a deck around it, really. Okay, so let's jump into the next game. Any game could be our last now if we pick up the loss. Okay. This looks actually quite nice for us. A turn 3 juggler is on the cards. Let's go for it. And we go first as well. So we play out the Spewer. This is the combination, which is why we've had the Spear in the deck. Okay. Great to see. Interesting. Interesting. So we'll take the turn off. Make sure we get all of our mana and pass. Now I think we deal the damage to our opponent end of turn. Especially if it looks like they're going to be making it quite hard for us to get in. So we deal the damage again. We take a damage. And we go for the Blade Juggler. Blade Juggler deals 1 more damage to us. But remember, life is a resource. And we draw that Plains. Okay, so now we can play down the Dagger Caster. Oh wow, this is nice. Okay, let's see if Oppo has anything. We're going with the... they're going to have the... no, they're not. In which case, play out the second Juggler. This is nice. Ill-Gotten Inheritance next turn, should we need it. So, target should get plus win has target puts top 3 cards. So they've gone for some sort of mill strategy, it looks like. Happy to activate this. Oppo looks like they're shy on lands. And so, for me now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to attack him with both of these. Deal 6. Pop down the Ill-Gotten Inheritance. And we start recouping some of that life that we lost earlier. Pass the turn. Oppo looks like they are in trouble. Maybe they are shy on the mana for some reason. Defender, that's fine. It's not going to save you, sadly, Oppo. Activate the ability. Beautiful. Deal 1 to Oppo, we gain a life. Yeah, they scoop. Okay, that's a shame. They probably didn't have enough of their, or they probably didn't have any of their second colour, which is the reason for that. But the win's a win. Yeah, Geff, it's you've got to take those, right? Got to take those. Awesome. So yeah, we jump into game 5, and actually suddenly we have we're on the road back. Geff, what time have you got to leave yours this morning? It's only about an hour away, isn't it? Yeah, we can't keep this. These 2 cards are too big. We want to be playing this later. And we're a little bit far off here with no black. So for all those reasons, we're going to mulligan. Okay, nice. Should be wrapped up here in about 20 minutes or so, I'd say, 25. Well, It literally it could be 5 minutes. Mulligan. Okay, this is fine. I think here I get rid of the Reveler. We don't want it early doors. Upper with a 1-drop. They get the Gutter Bones, which is a rare in this set. So we'll go to play out the Plague Rite. So when it becomes blocked, each... Okay. So yeah, let's play out the Plague Rite. I believe. Do we trade these off? I don't think we do. Nice. Okay, so we get in for 2 damage here. Play out the Guild Gate. Oh. Yeah, play out the Guild Gate. Tapping that, passing the turn. So getting the Acrobat down next turn would be good for us. Is there any benefit of... There's 1 damage to target creature, so that's nice to have up. Okay, so let's just attack in 2. We play this out on the cheap. And I think we play the Guild Gate. Keeping up the Carnival just to finish... they're not going to attack in though, are they, realistically? Let's see what they do. That seems aggressive. Ping them for 1, ping down their face. Okay. So what we can do is a nice little combo here where we play out the Imp. And then because this has got recursion, we can exile it from the graveyard. Nice, gain that life. Play down our red mana, attacking for 2. And now we're actually ahead on board, and we're ahead on life. We've got a kill spell here. Oppo's taking another... Okay. Grasping Thrall's lovely. Do we trade these off? I think we do. Try to anyway. Oppo says not. Play down the Grasping Thrall. Play out the Swamp, end the turn. Oppo's going to want to try and trade the Blade Drugger off with the Grasping Thrall. I'm not interested in that at all. They scoop. Boom. Okay. Slow start by Oppo. We pick up back-to-back wins, which is good. So now we have, what is it, 3 wins, 2 losses? Okay, 3 wins, 2 losses. So the ratio is fine. Let's jump into game 6. Awesome. Keep on rolling. Bloodspiller. Sounds aggressive. Sounds aggressive, but this is a decent opening hand. Yeah, we just need to pick up that red. We've got plenty of red in this deck. Guildgate down. Plague Rite turn 2. Hopefully the Juggler turn 3. I mean, that would be excellent for us. I didn't realise this made the noise of church bells when you played it. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, obviously we're more than happy to trade these 2 cards off. Should opponent wish. 3 mana. Okay, well... That's quite weird because this is a really, really powerful removal spell. They've just used it on like an awful card. Yeah, nothing for me just yet. I am shy on mana. Pass. I'm not using this removal spell on that. It's just not worth it. Light up the stage. Okay. Oh, what a shock. Oppo has ill-gotten inheritance. However, could we have guessed? I mean, what do we do here? Skew the critics or the Acrobat? We play the Acrobat because then Oppo has to either kill this or play this. They're obviously going to play this. Okay. Oppo can't possibly attack him. Now this is our sort of saving grace here. I think what I want to do is I want to attack him with a Acrobat. Deal that 2. Play down the Blade Juggler. So we take a life, but we gain a mana. And from this I deal this... I kill this with the Skewer. Play down the Swamp, and then the race is on. So we could, if we get another mana next turn, Ethereal Absolution, and we are going in. We are doing good. Could also chuck down the Spear Chucker and use a final payment on something. Yes. That seems fine to get that out of their hand. Balls off Enforcer. That's not ideal, is it? Can't play both of these. Could set up the caster for next turn. Let's just try and hold the fort a little bit. We can very much get there. I mean, Death Touch is nothing if they haven't got a... Oh, wow. Wow, okay. We're getting some premium removal out of Oppo's hands. 1 on the bottom, that's good for us. Oppo goes in for 1 perhaps. Come on, land. What's Oppo got? They've got a... they could play the black... It gives Death Touch and... I thought that was 2 mana though. What's for 1 black mana in this set? No blocks. I guess we'll never find out. I guess we don't care. Nice. Okay. Oppo's got their second red. Dagger Caster's going to be... Oppo, come on. Be fair. They're going to eat this. Okay. And now the race is well and truly on. Obviously that just kind of nullifies itself. Blade Juggler. To each opponent. So 1 mana short of that. I think here I either create a creature or I just final... I mean, I've got to final death, right? So maybe I do that now. I think I do. Sacrifice a creature. Okay. So I was sure this gained life at some point, but that must be something else. Okay, here we go. This is a big couple of turns for us now. Oh, Oppo. So I can play this down. Deals 1 damage to each creature opponent controls. 1 damage to opponent. So I can play this down. It activates Spectacle for this. Okay, carry it in. This will gain me a little bit of life, so that's good. See what Oppo's got here. Okay, they're fighting hard. They are fighting hard. Oppo's a little bit shy of getting that. So we go for Carrier Imp. Come on, let's get this back. Scavenger, I guess. Gain that 2 life. Okay. So we're going for 3. I think we've got it. Remember, Oppo keeps getting life back each turn. So So this deals 1 damage to each. Oh no, it's blocking, isn't it? That's nice, yeah. So play that down, end of turn. See what Oppo has here. We can create 2 creatures. If it was a creature card, you may create one. So let's create a creature. Is that 5 or is it 4? Beautiful. And this one. Boom. Pick up the win. Wow, we were on the back foot from the start of that game. But we well and truly are rolling now. Okay, so. We predicted that we would get 5 wins, 3 losses with this deck. And so we are nearly there. We've got the 4 wins, 2 losses. And we're jumping into game 7. So yeah, this deck had a really slow start. But it's the kind of... brilliant. Yeah, no, it's the kind of power that the Field Lab solution has. I mean, if you can grab that, it's excellent. Okay, so an extremely slow start. We can't play this. We can't play either of these 3. We're going to mulligan. This is a lot better. And now we have the difficult decision. So head says we get rid of this. But heart says we don't, and we try and push forward. I mean, we know which one's right. But as we're streaming, we want to be trying to play out these good cards, don't we? So let's go for it and see how we go. So we're looking for a turn 2 Fireblade Artist, and then going for a turn 3 Acrobat. Okay. So Oppo's playing multiple Guild Gates. Let's try and beat them before they get any sort of... Before I get... What is this? Oh, are these available? That's nice. Decline, yeah. Awesome. Let's go in with the Fireblades. See what Oppo does. Do they do the trade? They do. Okay. So because of that, I'm going to ramp. Actually, maybe I'm not. Let's play out the Acrobat. Oppo just loves spending money on their lands. They're really cool though. Oh, these are awesome lands. How much are these? Okay, so I'm gonna attack him with this. See if they'd like to trade. Oh, they would like to trade. Lovely. Oh, it does mean that I can't play. Oh, no, I can play red, can't I? I can go. Yeah. But do I just try and ramp? Yeah, let me play that down and just so I can play out 2 creatures next turn. Obviously, I've got an inheritance. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they have that card? Mage and the Plague Right. So remember that we can't play this because when we do play it, we have to discard a card, and that's not what we want to be doing. One more land though, and it would have been the right job to keep. Let's see what Oppo has. That's a very poor card. Here we go. Boom. And we go for it. Here we go. So what we can do next turn is we can play this for its spectacle cost, and we just draw 3 cards, which is... So that's why we hold this out. So you... Okay. So let's see if we can attack him with... Has Oppo got something to kill this with, and they're just trying to bait me out? I think so. I mean... It doesn't matter though, right? Because you can't block. So the Oppo's just kind of trying to bide a little bit of time here. You can't block that with either because it gives you -1/-1 and your creatures will die. Beautiful. Look at that little trade-off. Unless Oppo's got a Stony Gift of Strength. Wow. Okay. That's one way. We're going to play this out for its spectacle cost. Draw 3 cards. Boom, boom, boom. And I think we hold back on this. That's going to be a nice little surprise for our opponent next turn. Here we go. Ethereal Absolution has won us every single game they scoop. Oppo's seen enough. And we get those 5 wins. We rank up to gold tier 3. Which is awesome. Okay. I'm actually disappointed I didn't draft more of this set when it was out. Okay, so we get the 5 wins. And we've nearly recouped the gems that we spent on the competition. So 2 losses. And we predicted a 5-3. So we are on track. Let's jump in for the... What is it? The 8th game? Wow. Okay, so it turned out to be a good keeping that Ethereal Absolution. So obviously, the way that the drafts work is that you do start to get paired with opponents who have similar win percentages to you, so it keeps it competitive. Or at least that's what I've been told. Okay, so Fireslinger. Thank you for everyone for the support today. Remember, you can also catch us on YouTube at Our Gaming. We try to upload drafts and kind of some constructive videos most days. And for those of you watching on YouTube, please come by and try and catch a stream live. We stream on both Twitch and Mixer simultaneously, and that's at Our Dean. Okay, so this is an easy mulligan for us. And again, we keep some very strong cards. We're going to pop the Grasping Thrall back in our deck. Okay. So let's go out with the red. Black, rather. Nice. I don't think they've got any sort of bomb rares on 3-drop, but we'll keep Final Payment open. I mean, there might be something that we want to get rid of, such as that, I think. I mean, that can only grow to get out of control, can't it? Okay. Pass. So that's nice. We can get rid of that with the Skewer. And we get in for 2. We keep a red for Carnival. I don't think we'll end up playing it though. Monculus. Okay, so let's see if Oppo reads cards. We are going to... oh, that's a shame. Shame we can't play out both of these potentially. But we're going to attack him with the Plague Rite. Beautiful. And it allows us to play out the Blade Juggler. Deal a damage to us, but we do draw a card and we pass the turn. Okay, so now we do need to be able to get rid of the Homunculus somehow. It can be quite a threat.
I didn't catch that.
Oh. Sorry, Siri. Okay, so Oppo's got a 4-drop. Are they? Okay, so they're adapting it. It looks like they've got Stony Strength as well, which means they might attack him with a Blade Juggler. Well, so if we attack in the Blade Juggler next turn, they will attach Stony Strength to it, go up to 5. Target a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter. You can fight that creature. Okay. Happy for them two to trade off. Perfectly fine by me. Let's go in with the artist here and try and get as much sort of early damage as possible. So this has got haste. At the beginning of our upkeep, we can sacrifice it and deal 2 damage to an opponent. Okay, so we're going to say no. Decline. Oh, we're so close again. Okay, so we're going to go in with a 4. Oppo has something. That's not ideal. It's not ideal at all, Oppo. Okay. So we're going to play out the Imp. Just to get rid of the Homunculus. Gain that 2 life. So Oppo needs to activate this next turn, I guess. Shocked Crab. Okay. Shocked Crab is good. What's their last card in their hand? It's not ideal for us, is it? Right. Do I go in with both? Try and eat that. This could be the sticking point because we're shy on mana. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I wanted the block there, so I could hit it with the dagger caster. So remember, so if they... Actually, Oppo can go in for 10 here. 11 even. Oh no, they did it themselves. Okay. I'm not entirely sure why they've done that. I mean, they're going to go in, right? Obviously, but... What are you thinking, Oppo? Well, I'm gonna block that. Let's attack him with this. See if I can deal that damage. I think I've got to cast a dagger caster down here. Yeah. Okay. So we're back in the air next turn. We could get there. We could. It's looking a little bit tricky though for us. Okay. I mean, we can take this 5. What's Oppo got? Anything? They must have something. Something that's got 3 power. Attacking with this. Really? So I kind of guess at least we're getting creatures out of their hand. We've got a double block on the Shark Crab. Gate Colossus. That's not good. That's not good. Ethereal Absolution. Yes, please. No, because Oppo could just block there, and then they win. So no attacks. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We're quite stuck here. This has recursion if Oppo has more guild gates, which they haven't played that many of. So... I mean... I mean, what do we do here? We don't want them to get a trick out of nowhere, do we? Do we just block with all? Or block with some? Block with these two? Okay. Interesting. So let's... any target. So I can block there. No, I can block any target, it says. So do I just go through and... No, I think I wait. I think I do wait. 3-3. Okay, let's pass the turn. Remember, we can make something from their graveyard. Pass to attackers. Can't be blocked by creatures 2 or less. So we're going to block here like this. So remember, if Oppo blocks with this, we deal 1 damage to them. So we've got 3 damage coming in next turn, unless they have Growth Spiral. So they draw a card. That's a good use of the Growth Spiral there. Come on. Nice. So it looks like this is the time for us to go in. Do we risk it? I think we do. Boom, we get the win. GG's opponent. GG's. Look at that. We beat some really, really good cards there. Far superior to our deck. And yeah, so we pick up the 6 wins. So now we are into the last game. So either we go home with 7 wins or we lose at 6-3. But I mean, that's not really a loss. We didn't expect too much from this deck at all. So yeah. Nice. Let's go in for the final game. We're against 7, Evan? 7. Okay, so again, if you remember, we've won most of our games by being quite smart in terms of our mulligans. So I think this is another mulligan. Yes, we have a 1-drop. We have a potential 2-turn play. But other than that, we are waiting on black. So I think... okay, that's fine. That's fine. So let's get the mountain down, just in case we pick up a black. Are we going first? Are we on the draw? I can't remember. Okay, we're going first, so this is good. So if we go a mountain next turn, we go in with a Fire Blade Artist. Beautiful, look at that. So this has haste, so we can attack straight away. Oppo looks like they don't have a turn 2 play. We don't want to kill our only creature, but thank you for asking. Let's go and see if this actually deals damage first. Oppo could have the Judgment card here, which will kill it. But they don't, which means we go in with the Spectacle Costed Blade Juggler. So remember, if we deal damage, we can cast this for 3. It deals 1 to us, but we draw a card, so it kind of replaces itself. Beautiful. So we have enough now. If they do have a turn 3 play, we've got Skewer the Critics. Deals 3 damage to them. And that's the perfect card to do it on. So we decline there. We deal 3 damage to the creature with Death Touch. Play down our land. And we go in for 5. Knocking the opponent down to 11. Now we are running out of gas a little bit. Let's see what Oppo has. ill-gotten inheritance. That's actually well played for them to have that, because we don't care too much about it. Now, we deal 5. I think I cast this down, and then I play the plaza, pay the tax on it, and now I've got 7 next turn. So Oppo has to play a creature. They have to do something. Okay, so that's nice. That is nice. So I can sacrifice this to deal damage there. Ah, that's a shame. So attacking for 5. Oppo trades with the Blade Juggler. Takes 2. Play down the mountain. Okay. So now we've completely run out of gas, which is a shame. Second ill-gotten inheritance. Oh no. So we're attacking him, but it's kind of pointless that we're attacking him, because Oppo just gets those 2 life back next turn. We were nearly there. If it wasn't for that grasping foal, we'd have probably won the game outright. Okay, so yeah, we're very much... We need to get this off. Nah, Oppo knows that they've got me trapped here. Oh, what a shame as well. Next turn, they can go in and deal 4 damage to me by sacrificing one of these, should they want to. Sentinel's Market gives it lifelink, so they get 3. Final Death. So it's got Vigilance. I think we passed the turn. We can't afford to pay the 5 life, of course. And it's a shame that the draft is coming to an end like this, with us flooding with mana. But you know what? What can we do? What can we do? They're wanting to trade these off. No, they're not. We can't play the Blade Juggler, can we? Ah, that's annoying. Let's have it. Let's have a go anyway. Let's have a go. No, it wasn't meant to be for us, folks. Sadly not. We can deal that 2 damage. Yeah. And sadly, if Oppo has a land, they pick up the victory, and it stops us from getting those 7 wins, which is a real shame. But yeah, so thank you very much everyone for jumping into chat and helping me draft and watching me draft today. Really do appreciate it. Also, thank you to everyone watching on Mixer at Ardeen as well. Nice. So yeah, all is well. You can catch us on YouTube at Our Gaming. We try to upload drafts and a little bit of Constructed most days. But if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to catch us on stream. Help us make our decks just that little bit better. We do sometimes struggle. But yeah, you can follow the links below. GG's. Look at that. Yeah, I think we just flooded out there. What a shame. What a shame. I hope you've enjoyed the drafts. Yeah, cheers, Gaff. Yeah, mate. It was just too tricky. We didn't really have anything. There was nothing that we could have done differently there, I think. So, but let me know in the comments if there was. Always happy to try and improve that way. Let's just a quick look at the deck. We had the Ethereal Absolution, which I think every single game we won, it was down to that. We started off with 2 losses, remember? A couple of Blade Jugglers, I would have liked more. The Grasping Thralls did work for us every time. We had our own ill-gotten inheritance. Only managed to get it down once though, and then lots and lots of removal. So yeah, thank you very much everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it. Feel free to drop us a like, and please follow us. We really do it's quite good momentum to keep us going. So yeah, thank you very much everyone, and I will catch you again soon.